There's so much talk about what your identity is these days, and there's so many YouTube videos talking about their identity, talking about who they identify as. And I've watched so many of these. I saw this one guy who's a guy with a dick who identifies as a woman but is attracted to women, so therefore a lesbian. I've seen videos of non-binary people. I've seen queers, steers, trannies, all these different identities. So it makes me question, what is my identity? What do I identify as? Am I a straight white male that I've always thought I am? Is that who I am? Well, they say to find out your identity, you gotta look in the mirror, you gotta look into who you are and what you see yourself as being. Like, look deep into your soul and tell yourself just who you think you are. So I've done a lot of thinking, a lot of searching. I've been standing in front of this mirror for hours on end, and hours and hours and hours and hours, and quite frankly my feet are fucking sore. But it's all worth it because I've finally come to the realization that I am identity fluid. So for those of you who aren't really familiar with it, it means that I can be everything and nothing at the same time. My identity is fluid, so whatever it is in the moment, it is what it is because that's what it needs to be, and that's who I am. I am a chameleon. I can fit everything and nothing at the same time. So I know there's people out there who say that that's not a real thing. But you know what, Mr. Dragonkin, people out there say that you're not really a dragon. And there's people out there who say that you're not really a woman, Mrs. Jenner. There are a lot of people who say that you aren't what you think you are. But you know what? I know. And you know that they're wrong. But you can't listen to those haters who just want to tear you down. They want to tell you that you can't be what you feel that you are, what you know in your heart that you really are. They always want to tell you who and what you can be. Well, I say you can be anything you want to be. And I want to be identity fluid. So I can be Asian if I feel like it in the moment. I can be black. I can be Korean. I can be alien. I can be Martian. I can be a dragon. For all I care, whatever I feel like in the moment. There are lots of gender fluid people out there. There are a lot of trannies out there. There's a lot of gay people out there. There's a lot of minorities of all different kinds. But you know what? I'm the only person that I know that is identity fluid, that can change on a whim. And I've always felt that I was different in my life. I've always felt that things about me were not quite the same as everyone else. So I've always felt so very alone. So maybe there are people out there that I just haven't met. Maybe there are people who are identity fluid. If there are, please, I want to meet you. I want to know that you are like me. So that's my identity. I am identity fluid. Some TV, Huffington Post, Will Wheaton, all these social justice warriors out there. I can play your victim game too. I can claim to be discriminated against, and I can do all these different things, but you know what? At the end of the day, when we're just coming on here and talking about how oppressed we are, we're just idiots yelling in the fucking mirror or into the camera, and we're just circle jerking each other and not letting anyone else's opinion come in. So, are you really doing anything productive? No, I wouldn't say so. My videos, what I do is I like to point out the hypocrisy and the bullshit that goes with movements like feminism, like social justice warriors, reverse racism, black people being racist against white people. I like to point out these things, and I like to make fun of it. I make fun of it for a couple of reasons. One, it's fucking ridiculous. And two, it's fucking fun. So, and also, I think you need to add a little bit of humor, a little bit of personality to get your point across. But when you're going to speaking engagements and you're covering yourself with period blood or yelling out, "Get out of here, you're not welcome," you're not getting anything accomplished. You're not making your cause look good. You're just making everyone laugh at you as being fucking retards. That's why Trickly-Puff went viral, because you're ridiculous. That's what you are. Now, I have nothing against people being fat. I got some weight on myself. But I can play the same game that you do. I can identify as whatever I want, because those are the rules that you idiots have set up. So, here's what I say. I can identify as whatever I want. So, by your rules, you can't say anything to me, because in that moment I don't identify as what you say I am, so therefore I'm not that identified that you called me, but see how confusing this shit can get when you play these identity politics games? You can't call me a rape apologist, you can't call me any of these things, because, well, according to your rules, I can just say I don't identify as that. So, what do we do now? Well, I could say you could just stop going to speaking events and covering your faces with period blood. I think that's a good start. But if you actually want to change something, if you actually want to get people to listen to you, you have to discuss it with people. You have to bring up intelligent points instead of yelling stupid talking points that have been said millions and millions and millions of times. Try to use your brain to actually articulate yourself correctly so that other people can understand. So if you like these videos, if you want to see other videos that I've done, subscribe, do all that shit. You know exactly what you're supposed to fucking do, but we're told to repeat it over and over and over and over again, so that's what we do endlessly over and over. We repeat the same shit. Which reminds me, you can buy my t-shirt, which is only, how much is it? Whatever, it's up, you'll see the stuff over here. You can see some of my other videos. There's one about yes, all white people, where this woman says that every single white person is racist. So, you know what? I don't identify as a white person when you say that, so, hey, fuck off. So, I also have other videos. What else did I do? I do lots of videos about Anita Sarkeesian. I do videos about a lot of stupid shit that BuzzFeed does. So I have a playlist called Buzz Shit. Anyways, this is the Booze and Bullshit Show. Shit happens, we make fun of it. And identity politics, that's some fucking bullshit. So, yeah, I make fun of it. I satirize it.